When you were young, your parents looked out for you, and even as you grew into a young adult, your parents hopefully gave you advice to avoid mistakes as you faced new challenges. Now, for many of you, your parents are facing new challenges of their own, and you may need to add your guidance to their life. Here to discuss 4 issues of a child parenting their parent is my law partner, Michael Solomon.
Hi, Lori.
So, hey there, Mike. It seems almost insulting, though, if you think of it that way. I mean, we're not, someone, just because they're older doesn't mean they're incompetent or they can't handle things.
Well, I'm not really saying that, but, you know, for example, think about someone who's born in 1940 and how much technology has changed over the decades. So a lot has changed, and if your parents on the internet, they could have their information stolen, and they may not even realize it's stolen. It's that, you know, so many scams out there. You know, the CIA and NSA have had their information stolen, so your parents are going to be able to have their information stolen.
Yeah, they've been hacked, so your parents.
And they may never know it. So what I recommend is maybe hire a consultant or, you know, someone to come by and look at all their devices and make sure everything is loaded on there that protects them from any sort of scams or internet scams, things like that.
Okay. Any other parenting advice for our parents?
Well, some of this we've talked about before is legal documents, very important. So one document we've talked on the show before is a durable power of attorney for finances. So, you know, when you were a child, you know, your parents could sign all your paperwork and handle your bank accounts and all that, but you can't do that for your parents unless they give you a legal document, a power of attorney, giving you the authority to handle the sale of their house or any of their bank accounts, signing tax returns. It's a very important document that you should have. And then make sure your parents tell you where it is, because if they've hidden it, it doesn't do any good.
What's your next issue?
Well, the next issue is, again, with health decisions. When you were a child, your parents could make all your medical decisions for you. Just because you're the child of the parent doesn't mean you have any rights to make their medical decisions. So you should have a health care power of attorney giving you the right, if your parents can't make the decisions themselves, to make medical decisions for them. And again, make sure the document's available so they can use it.
Always the most important piece. And then the 4th issue, last one.
This may be the toughest, and that is, you know, people, their driver's license is very important to be able to drive. And as people get older, at some point, they may no longer be able to drive safely. No one wants to give up their driver's license. So you should have that conversation with your parent, but it's very, very difficult. You may not be able to convince them. If push comes to shove, then you might have to go to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles and actually turn them in. And that's going to have a rough result, because if they do investigate your parent's going to find out, and they're going to blame you, and you have those arguments. But it may be what you have to do.
Yeah, sometimes it's just necessary.
Yeah.
Parenting your parent might be important, but it also might be the most difficult experience you ever have. For help with the issues that Mike raised, give Mike a call. The number's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us today. Come back next week for more great information. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.